So, after doing my tier list video the other day, I thought it could be fun to, I don't know, just do a little bit more commentaries. I was always averse to it in the old days, but lockdown's long, man. There's a lot. I'm working hard. I'm getting shit done, but there's still this time, in the evenings and weekends. From just can't be working all the time. Anyway, I'm not gonna let myself get down. I'm actually in quite a good mood, feeling good. It's Sunday afternoon, and I actually have a topic, something I want to talk about, which is this game, Black Ops 4. And I was talking to Jack about this the other day, and he does not like this game, and I don't think he's alone in that. There's the specialist especially turned a lot of people off, and this game in general is just very very like gimmicky. It's like there's something about they kind of just did turn it into a cartoon, and they kind of made it much more of this. What's the word for it? Like the hero kind of game, and that isn't really what I think most people play Call of Duty for. But it's what it is. Um, but there is something about it that anyone who I think's played a lot will understand. Where the feel of the gunplay, like the gunfights and the dynamics, and we'll go into why I think it is so good. But there's a certain thing about the gunfights that you get into and how that all plays out, and especially when you get a bit of a flow going. Um, or actually conversely, if you're like say on this map here, if you're in like a sort of stalemate, across the bridge, you can get in some really good and you know a nice mix of sort of predictable but also kind of unique feeling gunfights across ways like that. So you know the other thing is with this game is the weapons, and there is a lot of different variety in the weapons. All the weapons actually, if you attune your game style, I really can't think of a weapon that you can't do well with. And I can't think of a weapon that I haven't had at least one good game with. And I'm not exactly like the best player, uh, but you can do well with any of these guns. If you kind of focus and you understand what you're trying to do, and you cater to that kind of strengths and weaknesses. And all the guns, for the most part, in addition to being effective in certain situations, they're also like they look nice. They have a nice feel. Like I said, there's a really good variety. I like the fact that all the guns have their own attachments, and I think, as I said in my tier list video, the way that those different attachments kind of combine with the whole not perk, class system, the pick 10, like it just there is a really nice thing about this game. I like the maps. I like the way they look. I like the way they play for the most part. Um, I think the spawns work well, and once you understand, they're kind of predictable and they actually do create a nice pace that, like every game, sometimes gets a bit manic, sometimes isn't, kind of boring. But actually on the whole, the pace of the games are good. I like the kill streaks. I think they're well balanced. There's a lot to this game to like, and I get that the specialists suck. And I think bare bones is still an option. It better be. I don't know. I haven't played this game in a while, but it sucks that bare bones is like the only way to really get a bit more at this game's full potential, I guess. But there is really something there, and I guess where this whole point and everything that I'm coming to is, I think that Black Ops 4, and this is a big, well, it's probably not that big, but I don't know, it's a fairly out there take, I think, but it's one I had the other day. I don't know. I'm going to get to it. I think that Black Ops 4 is the modern day Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I think that it is that feel of the game, and I think I even remember saying this when the game first came out. Like the way the guns feel is actually very Modern Warfare 2, and I still stand by that statement. The hit detection, like I said, the variety. I said the way the game looks and the pace of it. I mean, it is a bit faster, but that's what you'd expect in 2018, whenever this game came out. The way the kill streaks work, and it is just really really fun. But like Modern Warfare 2, it has some really really big downsides, and I think that's the case. Like Modern Warfare 2, we all know you take out Noob Tubes and Commando, you'll have a hard-pressed person who was around at that time playing that game that will tell you that if those two won in the game, that wasn't the best COD of all time. And I love Black Ops 2. I fucking love Black Ops 2. But if Modern Warfare 2, if those things had been addressed and that game had a chance to breathe and play like without Noob Tubes and Commando, I I think it'd be hard for me to say that that wasn't the best. I don't know. We could have an hours long conversation about it, but as it is, for me, it has to be Black Ops 2, and I love Modern Warfare 2, and I know like Dave was saying for the nostalgia, like that's will still be, and that will always be his favorite game. But uh, I don't know. I think I have to take into account balance and game breaking things, and we all just know if someone was noob tubing, it just the whole lobby was ruined. So yeah. But back to my point, I guess Black Ops 4. Like I said, I think it's got all of the aesthetics. I think it's got the functionality in terms of the gameplay. I think it's got that kind of fun factor. It's got the pub stomping. It's got the pace. It's got kind of everything that Modern Warfare 2 had. It just has obviously different flaws, but just as damaging, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess that's my point, and from there, I'll be interested to hear what people's opinions are about what I've had to say. Maybe it's not as outrageous as I thought it was, but I also could just imagine some of the reactions. And I mean, I guess you guys are quite reasonable people for the most part, but might piss someone off on the internet. I dare say it will somewhere. But what was the other thing I wanted to say? Actually, speaking of kind of getting you all involved, I do have a little idea, and I'm going to put something on WhatsApp for the next couple of days. But I have thought of something that I think could be quite fun, and again, a bit more what's the word, interactivity with my channel, because I know I've got basically just you guys that watch, so I figure I might as well think of stuff that'd be fun for you guys. And I always think when it comes to watching some of these videos back and things like that, it's more fun to watch the ones where there's some personality and there's actually us. I don't know, putting our flag down on certain points, I guess. But yeah, I thought that could be fun. But I'll going to keep that under wraps for now, and I'll message a bit more in the group later. And that was basically it. I think the only other thing I maybe might just sort of slide in just to be cheeky is if any of you want to play Black Ops 4 and give this game a chance, I would thoroughly recommend it, and I would quite enjoy it. But no, I think this game is the Modern Warfare 2 of our times. I think it would be kind of fun for us to, if people are up for it, just sort of have a COD session, just reunite. I think everyone's got. I don't know, everyone at one point anyway had like a kind of fear of a sort of maybe a regression, which I guess is understandable. But I think for the most part we're all pretty beyond it now, and I see it more as just a way that maybe we can hang out every now and then, just again something for us to do. Because at the end of the day, whether you go fucking 50-5 or you go like 3-40, if you're doing it together and you're all having fun and just hanging out, that's the main point. But that's the video. I hope it didn't disturb you, the fact that I think when I was recording this I had an exclusive Ace video playing behind, which has just stopped. So maybe it will be that the whole way through this you can really make out what I'm saying, or it's really distracting. I'll try and get the audio levels right. But anyway, I'm talking over now. So that's the video. Like I said, interested to hear your thoughts, and I'll shut up. Bye bye.